Hi guys, welcome back to Makeup is Life with Shez. So this is a tutorial today on the Pinterest series. This is the third one you guys chose. Picture here. If you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Alright, today we're going to do, I'm starting just finishing the base. I've already got the base on. Yeah, so today we're going to do the other Pinterest look. So I will be constantly looking at my phone again. This one's fairly simple because it's only two colours really that's in it. So this is probably the easiest one out of all of them. More than likely it's not going to look like the picture, but we'll hopefully get it as close as like last week's. Hopefully get it as close as we did. The picture will be in this corner here so you can see. So as always, we start with putting the Sacha Buttercup setting powder on. Didn't know where it was then. The Sacha Buttercup powder on the under eyes to get any fallout. Get a nice amount. Okay, so with eyes, I'm just going to do something a little different and use this eye primer. I got this on holiday, so I don't really know the company, but you can use any eye primer you like or just concealer. This just helps to bring the colour out and make the eye colour pop a little bit more. With this colour, because it's quite bright, I wanted it to be more in your face, so this is why we're using the primer. Quite a nice primer, and it's got a bit of a hint of colour to it as well. I try to use it a little bit because it's quite bright and it's also quite thick, so your eye can crease a little, but it does hold the colour all day on the same eye. So I do it on the other eye as well, sorry. Okay, so now we're just going to do the actual look. So we're going to go in with the transition colour. So you see me use this on every video. This is the Zova Rose Gold palette. So I'm just going to go in with, let me just find my brush first, this colour to set the actual primer that I put on the eye. And then I'll use a transition colour as well. That's just all on the lid and just all around. So you just use that colour and just, again, like I said, you're just priming the eyes. Or should I say setting the eyes. That way you don't get a crease in it. So, the palette I'm going to use today is the first ever palette I had. This is the Lorac Beginners Collection Summer Eyeshadow Tone Palette. When I started getting into makeup, I went on Amazon a lot to look for different makeup and different palettes to practice, and this was my first ever palette. So with this one, it has 120 different colours. They're not as pigmented as the more expensive palettes. They do the job, and you do get a lot for your money. I think I paid about $6.99 for it, but it's really worth it because you get so many different colours. And you take this off, you get another like palette of colours. So with that, we're gonna go in with this Real Technique brush. It's doesn't have a number on it or anything, so it's just like a blending brush, and we're gonna do a transitioning colour first with this brush here, with the pencil brush, with the Rose Gold palette. I'm gonna go in with this Copper is King colour. I'm just gonna go in the crease a little. Just a tiny bit. It's gonna look really bold, but we'll change that in a second. Let me get my reference picture out so I know I'm actually doing it right. And then we're also gonna go into this next Ultimate palette. This is just in the colour Bright, because they're just all bright colours. And we're just gonna go with this reddy colour here. And again, go in the crease on top of the rose colour that I just did. It might look a bit weird now because it's so many different colours, but with you doing the blending and constantly going over it, and when we add the other colours, it will look good. It might not look like the picture, but you know what, I don't care. It will still look good. Again, do the same with the other eye. Go with your blending brush. Just blend those colours together. And then you're just going to go in with your bold blues now. So I'm going to go in with the Lorac colours. I'm going to mix these two colours together, this green and blue, and put that in the crease with a different blending brush, like a flatter kind of angled blending brush. I don't think I like this brush. I'm going to try it with a different brush. Where's my tried and true brush? I'm just going to change the brush with the pencil brush because I didn't like that brush at all. As you can see, it's very pigmented, considering it's only $6.99. With bolder colours, you do get a lot of fallout. As you can see, there's a lot of fallout on my face, but that's why we have the setting powder on there to catch all that fallout. So just go in the crease with those two colours, kind of going over the rose gold colour that you've already put on the eye. The reason I put the rose gold colour on is because in the picture there's flecks of gold in it, and I try to get the same flecks of gold with adding the gold underneath it. I think I got the colour down. It's like a greeny bluey colour. I'm going to go in the same with the other eye. The last video I did this eye first and then did the other eye, and then I was so scared that the eyes weren't going to look the same, so I'm doing the same, both the eyes at the same time this time, just to be on the safe side. Okay, so I'm just going to go in now with that blue and go in the crease, kind of darken it up a little. Check my reference picture, darken it up a little. I do wish the colours were a bit more pigmented, but again, you have to work with what you have. You can just see all the fallout. Look at all that. Look like someone's punched me in the eye. So you just go in constantly, darkening that crease, and that's sort of like you're transitioning, and then you do the same with the other eye. I look like a crazy person. I know. It's fine. It'll be worth it. Okay, I'm just going to check and see how this is looking. With it being such a bold colour, make sure, again, they're not complete strangers and they're sort of sisters. They'll never be twins. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a bolder blue in the Lorac palette, and that's this very glittery blue here. I'm going to go over my lid with this. I'm going to use the same pencil brush just to dab it on. I think I might wet this actually, because I don't think it's very pigmented on the brush, but when you put it on your eye, you're not really getting anything from it really. Yeah, let's wet it. We'll wet it and pack it on. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. Now I see the colour a lot better. Just go in the crease with it. Make sure you got like a bit of a bold line now. I know it's like avoiding the bold lines, but you need to showcase the blue a bit more. So just going in with the other eye. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with the green and blue and slightly, just so I can blend the top bit into the quite bold blue. This is so out of my comfort zone. You will never see me using such a bold colour on my eyes. Okay, so I've got these glitter pigments from, did it say Sahara or Sahara? The what? We'll just call it glitter. I'm not going to do that anyway, I'm going to do this instead. Okay, so just to define the crease a little bit more, I'm just going to go in with a bit of black from this Rimmel palette. It's just one of these small palettes you just get from your local drugstore. I'm just going to use that with the blue still in the brush, just to define it a little bit more. Now, when I was younger, and I used to just wear just like, you know, just normal makeup, didn't really make an effort. When I went out, I always done the same black smoky eye, and this was my go-to little palette. I just had the same smoky eye all the time. I just always thought it was dead sexy to have the smoky eye. Looking back, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. Okay, now just blend. Okay, so just gonna go in with another packing brush, and we're gonna wet this packing brush again. I'm gonna go on the gold. In fact, before I do that, I'm gonna go over with my the blue packing brush, wet it again, and then I'm just gonna use this blue glittery pigment on top of the eye again, on top of what I've done, just to make it pop a little bit more. You just wet your brush with water with some NYX setting spray as well. Dip it in the pot. God damn. That is some pigment. Oh. Just gonna wet another packing brush. So I'm just gonna put some gold in the middle of my lid, and I'm just using the Too Faced palette. Again, you've seen this palette before. I'm just going to put it in the middle here. I'm actually starting to feel like this is looking a bit like the picture, because we definitely got the same colours. I've just added glitter, but actually I'm happy with it. It does look it looks a bit drag race. I watch too much RuPaul. It is what it is though. Okay, so we're just going to add the glitter on this eye, on my, what eye is this? It's my left eye. It's so pretty though. Okay, so that's the finished look without any eyeliner. If you want, you can just leave it as it is. I'm not, as you know, I am going to put some eyeliner on. I'm going to do quite a big wing liner this time, because I feel with it being such a bold look, it needs like, look at the same, it's got glitter everywhere. But yeah, I feel like it needs like a bold, like gold look. These gold bits stuck a bit in the face. Okay, so I'm just going to do like a really bold, my stomach has been doing something. Ow! So, like I said, I'm going to do quite a bold wing liner with this one, because I think with it being such in your face colours, it needs to be a bold wing as well. Wish me luck. It's a bit hard because the glitter's so chunky. It's a bit hard to do such a bold liner with it, but look at that. Oh my gosh. That's f***ed up. Right, so I'm just going to take the powder off camera, because you've seen me put powder on and everything, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we're just going to do it under the eyes, and then we're done with the eyes. I'm also going to clean up the wing with some concealer, but I'll do that after. No, in fact, I'll do that now. I'm going to just flat brush like this. And then also I'll clean up my eyebrows with it as well. Just cleans it up a little. I'm just going to go under the eye with the same colours used before, but I'm just going to mainly use the dark blue. I'm just going to use it with this very small pencil brush here, just to darken the under eye. I'm going to just go back in with the gold in the Too Faced palette and just put it in the centre and in the corners. I'm just going to clean up the makeup with my eyebrows. Yeah, I'm just going to go in I'm just going to go in with highlighter with the Jeffree Star King Top palette. Again, you've seen me use this all the time. I'm just going to use a fan brush to just add a very light amount of highlights on the cheek. I'm not going to go with any blush or anything, because I think this is quite the in your face look, so you don't need all that. I think this look would be good for like festivals and stuff like that. It's not something I would usually wear, but I promised I'd step out my comfort zone, and I have done. So I'm just going to quickly do lips, and then this look is done. with it being such a bold look, again, I know I always say I like nudes, but this kind of look you need to wear a nude because it can't, your eyes are already in your face, you don't need your lip to be as well. So with the lip, I'm just going to use this NYX lingerie in the colour, I don't know what the colour is, in the colour 02. I can't really see an actual name colour, but if I find out I will link it down below, but I just think it's 02. I'm just going to go all over. I've already lined my lips. The last bit, just spray it. And that, guys, is the finished look.